Okay, we're beginning our new unit known as thermochemistry. So, what is meant by thermo? When we think of thermo, we might think of something as thermal, like a thermal we put on during the winter or a thermal blanket to keep us warm. So, we're talking about not only warmth, but we're talking about heat and energy. So, if we're talking about thermochemistry, it's just a branch of chemistry that's concerned with the quantities of heat either leaving or absorbed during a chemical reaction. Now, we can define our chemical reactions through our five types. We could even just look at combustion ones, but we're going to think about it broader than just chemical reactions and think of different processes too. So we like to think of it as system. The system is what we're going to be focusing on when we're talking about any of these different changes. And then we have our immediate surroundings that are right around it, and we're going to see whether the heat goes to the surroundings or the heat goes to the system. And then we can say broadly the universe is everything around it. Now, if we're looking at a chemical reaction in like a test tube, our system would be the substance that's in the test tube, and then our surroundings would be right around it. And like before, we have our universe all the way around it. So since we're talking about heat, the time has come to learn about Bunsen burners. So in person, we're going to learn how to use them, taking 2 days to go through this activity. So before we get to Bunsen burners in a different video, what would the system and the surroundings be for a Bunsen burner? So what are we focusing on? Well, the focus is on the flame, and that's what we're going to be focusing in on for this, not the amount of heat that's leaving the flame. We're going to be looking at the color of the flame. And then what's around the focus? Well, everything is our surroundings. So we're going to say the surrounding desk, the surroundings as yourself. And then ultimately, we have the universe around it too. So that takes us as a brief introduction between thermochemistry and system and surroundings. Thanks for